where I take up any questions that you've asked me during the week. We go live, generally speaking, on Wednesdays at 11:30, give or take a little bit of time. Welcome to another live session with I did. I tried. All right, I forgot to switch off the send request. Okay, I forgot to switch off the timing. Okay, so thank you for everybody who's joined me. Summer Group, Adil, Numar.btk, Dubai Knight who's joined me. I appreciate all of you guys joining in, guys. Listen, I'm going to take on live questions from you either on YouTube or on Instagram. Please don't hesitate to send me questions out. But I've got some things. The Suhail Saban, walaikum assalam. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody who's waving at me, everybody who's got a question coming in, thank you guys. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, guys. One of the things that I want to start off with investors. Okay, and then I want to talk about agents. The reason I want to talk about investors, okay, everybody who's coming in, Abi, Naj, AB Rahman, Binish 242, Ammar Hanif, thank you very much for joining. Okay, cool. Guys, listen, check this out. Investors, if you're working in real estate, not just in Dubai, but anywhere in the world, you are potentially going to get a question from the investor. How is the market? Is it a good time to enter? You as an agent are also going to be getting this question for yourself, okay? How do you answer this question? How do you answer this question for yourself as an investor? I'll give you guys a real-time answer, guys, listen. First, I'll give you the one word or the one phrase answer, okay? And then I'm going to give you the background to this. And then I want you to think about how you would answer this. And if you're an investor, I need you to try to understand this. The Dubai real estate market, or any real estate market for that matter, generally speaking, does not operate like the stock market. Hey, welcome, Sanket, Dubai freelance realtor, everybody welcome. What happens in the stock market? Stocks come out, they get released, an IPO happens, the stock price might be at $30, let's say Facebook. First day, due to trading, demand, price might be at $150. What's just happened? Price of that stock or equity or share has just gone up by 400%. Or you buy a regular stock during regular times of a company that's been operational for a while, and something great happens and the price goes up or the price goes down, right? It can go to zero as well. Hey, Naveen Shankar, thank you. Hey, Dawood, you're amazing. I appreciate your kind comment. I appreciate your flattering comment. That's the stock market. What happens in Bitcoin? Prices go up, prices come down pretty fast, right? Guys, keep sending your questions in. I will take all the questions together at one stage and answer them, okay? Real estate does not operate on those principles, even though you could potentially individually operate like that. You go in, you buy a distressed asset. You go in, you buy something that's got a great opportunity and you can resell. You could do that. But generally speaking, real estate is like that big tanker that takes a little bit of time to turn in the sea. You know, it does not operate like an F-16 aeroplane like this. It doesn't go like this, right? It takes some time to do a little bit of a turn if it needs to. So the prices in real estate go up a little steady, they come down a little steady. What does this mean? And over a long period of time, prices have generally gone up, right? What does this mean? This means that the longer you're in the market, the more capital appreciation you'll make, the more rental income you'll make, the more money you'll make. Which goes back to what James, one of my clients from Canada, always says, time, which means time in the market will beat timing the market. Now, I'm not saying that you could, if an investor asks you, or if you're an investor, you just need to consider, okay, if I just go and invest and if I stay longer in the market, then I'll just do better. No, it still means that you've got to pick up value. You still have to negotiate. You still have to strategize. You still have to plan. You have to pick up a good quality developer. You have to pick up a good quality project, a property. You have to pick up a property in a place which has good future infrastructure prospects. All of that has to be still taken care of. What do you think? Shah Dubai Bhai, who joined me. Assalamu alaikum. How you doing? So you still have to take care of all of that. But if all you're focused on is like, is this the right time to buy a property as an investor? Guys, listen, you're going to falter. People who did not buy in 2021 are now at a stage where they're kind of priced out of the market if they don't have the extra 30% capital, right? Whereas if 2021 you were just buying something that was of good value, covered all your bases, you would have been okay. So both as an investor, perhaps maybe you want to start thinking around this, that I'll just go in and I'll just stay in. Or as an agent, when they're coming up and they're asking you questions, then maybe it's time for you to tell them, like, listen guys, I can help you, but keep in mind one thing: the longer we'll stay in the market, the more money you'll make. But if you try to time it, it's very difficult. It's very challenging to time the market. Okay, I'm gonna just use this. Okay, no, don't move. I'm just gonna use this part. I'm just going to use this part. Can they see this part? Yeah, they can. Oh, they can see. On YouTube, they can see the whole thing. On Instagram, I don't know how much they can see. Guys, look. Markets go up like this and down like this, right? Let's say, okay, this is a real estate market or any market per se, okay? On Instagram, I don't know if they can see it on Instagram. They can see it. Okay. This is the bottom. This is the top. Bottom, top. Here's the thing about trying to time the market, okay? Ideally speaking, people want to buy somewhere here and sell somewhere here, then buy again somewhere here, right? The issue with trying to time the market is you never know where the bottom is until prices start going up. And you never know where the top is until prices start coming down. How are you going to time it? You've already missed the top. You've already missed the bottom. But in the long term, you bought it here, let's say, you've seen some dips, but the price in the long term is higher and you've actually hedged against inflation. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. Hopefully I've been able to make sense to you, okay? Can you guys see this? Right? That's the sense point, okay? That's the sense pointer. That's the critical thing, okay? When you're talking to people, they will ask you, hey, what about the market? Is it going up? Is it coming down? Okay, everybody who's here, welcome again. Naj, AB Rahman, welcome. Everybody else who I've not welcomed, also welcome. Let's see this. I've got some questions. Dubai freelance realtor, Naveen Shankar, realtor Umer Rich. Okay, I've got a question from some R group, okay? Hey, I would like to ask now, most of agents are become more content creators instead of being expert realty agents. What is your say about it? Okay, well, I don't think that you can say that they've become content creators instead of realty agents, expert realty agents. I want to talk about the top qualities that a real estate agent needs. I think that they are creating content to get out there and get clients for themselves. Some agents are also trying to share value with the end investors and the end users. So I think don't hold it against them. People are trying different avenues to reach new markets. So I'm not going to hold it against them either. Please don't hold it against them either, okay? So they're trying to do their best. And some of them are actually experts as well, right? So it's okay. Content creation is okay. It's one part of their lead generation strategy, okay? Hashmi Uzair, welcome. Sheikh Sinan, welcome. Anna3022, welcome. Shah Dubai, mashallah, assalamu alaikum, brother. Welcome. Give me a tip on how to... So I got a question from Dubai Freelance Realtor. Give me a tip on how to find if the client is serious. Good question. I created a small reel today. How do I answer this in a very simple way? Guys, listen. There's something called in relationships, in sales, in dealing with people, you're always qualifying the other person. So two people, when they're interacting, two people, especially around a service, are going to qualify each other. And I'll give you a very quick answer, okay? Very simple answer for you to understand. Let's say you're flying to the US of A, okay? And you're flying Emirates first class. You walk up to the first class lounge or the counter, and then the lady asks you, the lady that's supposed to check you in, asks you for, what does she ask for from you? Guys, passport? Ticket? What did she do? She qualified you, right? For her job to qualify you, to see that you should move to the next step, is to ask you a couple of questions. Can I have your passport, sir? Most likely, and your ticket. So you've got a ticket on your mobile phone, you show it. If you have your first class ticket, or you could have a business class or an economy, whatever ticket you're flying with, or your private plane, that's it. That's qualifying phase number one. You now move on to phase number two, where immigration will do your passport stamping, and then they'll say, okay, you're clear to leave the country. So every stage they qualify you, correct? You did the same thing when you were buying an airline ticket. Perhaps you're price sensitive, so you're looking for the cheapest price. So you qualified the cheapest airlines for your purpose, and you disqualified the ones that are more expensive. Perhaps you're on a time schedule, so you want the quickest route. So you qualified the ones that give you the quickest route, disqualified the ones that take you the longest route. Perhaps you're quality conscious, so you only fly with the top-notch airlines, whichever they might be, right? I don't know, Emirates, Singapore, Qatar, Saudi apparently is coming up very good. You will qualify the good ones. Same thing in real estate. You ask me, how do you find a serious client? Qualify them, ask them the questions that matter. If they're a mortgage client, ask them, do you have your pre-approval letter? No. Well, why don't you? Well, it's in the process. Okay, we can move to step two. Do you have your wife on board with this purchase? No, she doesn't know anything. I'm just doing some research. Why don't you have your wife on board with this purchase? Are you able to visit the property, or are you going to make a decision on the phone? No, I need to visit. Then why aren't you coming and visiting the property? If they say, no, I just want the information, well, you're not serious about it, right? Guys, listen, clients are qualifying you as the agents and disqualifying from working with you, because if they don't like you, your expertise, you should be trying to do the same thing. Make sense? That's how you find a serious client. Keep talking, keep walking. Homes professional, but in real estate, we have to be very patient. Give me one industry where you don't have to be patient. Abhijit, you became a good photographer, camera guy. You became overnight. You're born, you're doing good stuff. Did you learn? Try, guys, how many people know how to drive a car? How many people know how to drive a shift car? Did you go in, try to be patient, or did you just told the examiner and the instructor, I have no patience, don't waste my time, give me the keys, I'm going to fly. You got to be patient, learn the skill. And yes, real estate requires patience. Naj A.B. Rahman asked me, what do you think about Abu Dhabi property? Yeah, I think it's good property. Again, you got to apply all the other things, bless you, which is, are you looking at, for example, the value that you're getting, good developer, good location, infrastructure, freehold, all of that you've got to still look at, okay? I've got some other questions. Please guys, just mention, any market doesn't trend like this, even real estate. Any market doesn't trend like this, even real estate. I don't know what you're saying. Some R group. Maybe you're referring to your earlier question, Samar. Okay, I don't know. Samar, please repeat your question. What do you think? Okay, so I'm just, Naveen, I see a question on YouTube. I'm coming to it. The Rich Rack Matullah, hello, what do you think about Dubai Islands? I think it's good. I think it was something that was stalled over a period of time. I think it was an ambitious project launched by Dubai in the Dubai spirit. And I think that it is now finally coming to some kind of very good place. There's resorts there that are operating now. I haven't visited the World Islands recently, but I think it's going to become a hub of tourism. So I think definitely there is opportunity potentially there. Disclaimer, you've got to actually look at it. What do you think about branded residences? Is that going to make a huge impact? Sohail Saban. I think branded residences are going to do fairly well over the next 5-10 years. The thing is, most branded residences that have been launched in the last 1 to 3 years, they've not been delivered already. They're going to take some time for delivery. Then we're going to see who delivered the absolute greatest branded residence and who didn't deliver the best, right? Rashid Sharif, Urvi Bansal joined. Thank you very much, guys. Everybody who's joining in, don't hesitate. Send me your questions. I'll be more than happy to answer, okay? I've got a question from Naveen Shankar. Hey, Dawood, your explanation is subtle and very comprehensible. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. What are the other ways than content creating or door-to-door to generate leads? There are many ways, right? Like if you just sit down and go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT for some advice, ChatGPT is going to give you a lot of advice. And then ask it to just cater to the Dubai real estate market, they're going to give you Dubai real estate market. But just offhand, right? You don't need to content create, but you could post on social media. If you're not content creating, that's still posting out there. You could go to your religious or community groups and then talk to people. You could just go to places where there's a lot of people hanging out in your category where you think they would buy something from you or would be interested in real estate, and then exchange numbers, give them the business card, meet them, right? In this way, you can actually generate a lot more people. So this is one: religious, social media, go to community groups, networking events, trade fairs. Like, Dubai Trade Center has a lot of trade fairs that come up. So these things you could do, right? I'll come up with more ideas, guys. Let's make a video on this for agents to do lead gen, right? There is like this one thing. There's this one guy I was once talking to, and he said, look, he had been in industry, I think printers industry, for 10 years. 10 years, right? And he was asking for, like, where can I get more leads? Where can I get more leads? And I said, like, for 10 years, what have you been doing? He said, I've been selling printers to businesses. Well, okay. In those businesses where you were selling printers, who were you dealing with? He said, most of the time, the procurement managers or the owners or the CEOs. So I said, all those people are absolute gems of leads. Go to them. They know people who know, they know others who know and want stuff to buy, right? Okay. Adilunar.btk, advice to new realtors in Dubai. Okay, I'm going to give you guys quick advice, okay? So top qualities for real estate agents that you must get. Expertise. That's number one. How do you get expertise? You get expertise with experience. How do you get experience? You get experience with the number of years you're in the market. But more than just being in the market, the number of years, who answered this question to me the other day? One word: stay curious. That curiosity is going to lead you from deal to deal to deal to deal. Sometimes tough deals, sometimes easy deals, sometimes walk in the park deals, sometimes walk on fire deals. What happens with these deals, essentially speaking, is that you get expertise, you learn from this. I'll give you guys a subtle example I had, okay? So the Dubai government, generally speaking, helps the Emirati citizens by giving them land to build on, plots of land. Sometimes they give them interest-free loans, which is great, right? All countries do that with their citizens. I had one time a young gentleman approach me and he said, look, I've got 1 million dirham that I can get from the government, interest-free, I want to buy an apartment. Fine. He wasn't sure though how the process works. Now I could have just sat back and said, okay, well, once your loan's finalized, come back to me, we'll help you with the property. I did not wait and stop there. I actually went to the Housing Development Authority. I don't remember where it was, but it's a specific department dedicated to helping local citizens acquire housing in Dubai. And I went there and I took him with me. And then we went and we spoke to an applications officer or one of the managers just to get some brief advice on that. And immediately that person told us that the government would not help him purchase an apartment. Okay, if they do lend him money, they need him or they want him. That was one of those conditions due to whatever reasons they had, maybe cultural, religious, or their own reasons. They had to buy a villa or a townhouse or something of that sort on land. They couldn't buy something which was an apartment. That's the rule. How did I find out that? I went the extra step. So, advice to new realtors, guys, be a sponge. Be ready to absorb. Be ready to learn. A lot of times realtors are like, this is the deal I'm working on. I don't want to go beyond. No, guys, come on. Go to the land department. Go to other senior agents. Help them. Get involved. Don't think about, okay, I'm just not going to do anything because I'm not getting paid on this. No. That expertise and experience will lead you to better deals in the future because you know how to solve problems. So number one, I'm going to talk about 4 qualities you must cultivate as an agent. Get more experience. Yes, you need more time in the market, but you also need more deals. Get involved. Like if you say, hey, I don't have enough deals, if you don't have enough deals, right? Well, your friends have enough deals. Help them. Help them for a fee. Help them for free, right? Both things work. Help them for a fee. Help them for free. Both things can work, okay? What's this other question? Okay, number 2, guys, listen. Be honest and trustworthy, okay? Being ethical, honest, and trustworthy and transparent is super critical, okay? So that's something you need to do. Number 3, and grow your honesty, right? If you're not honest, 10 times out of 10, try to build on that and try to get there, okay? Bless you. Competence. What's the difference between competence and experience? Guys, listen, competence means that you've either made mistakes yourself or others have made mistakes, and all you're doing now is learning from those mistakes so that you're not repeating those mistakes, all right? That's very critical. Last but not the least, learn to be organized in the real estate industry. If you're not organized, things aren't going to cut it. Do you guys understand this? You've got to be organized, got to be organized, got to be organized, got to be organized. If you're not organized, you're not going to get to where you need to get to, right? So you've got to take that very seriously and be super organized with regards to the way you're working, operating, so on and so forth. All right, guys? All right, let's take down some more questions now. I'm going to be taking more questions. Okay, Adil? Yeah, 4 things, brother. Develop your experience. Just write this down every day. Get in there. Be honest, trustworthy. Come across as somebody who's transparent and honest. Like, seriously, lying is not the name of the game. Quit lying. Leave it behind. Be ethical. Go straight, right? Competence. Learn from others' mistakes. And last but not the least, be organized. And somebody asked me about lead generation. Guys, listen, go out there and network. Okay, check this out. You keep asking, like, what about doing a deal? What about getting clients who are serious and so on? Did you guys know that there's a lot of agents out there who have a lot of good deals? If there's a serious agent, like some years ago, many years ago, I used to work with my mentor on his deals. He would pay me. We would split the fees. He would take whatever he wanted to take, and I was okay with that. But I would work on his deals, all right? So if you don't have your own clients, work on somebody else's. Work on an agent's clients. Help him close more deals, right? And you take your cut. Guys, listen, I am also hiring. We are hiring as a company. We are selective. There is a link below. If you do come and work with us, you come to work in an environment where we will mentor you, train you, hopefully guide you, so on and so forth. All right, guys? Last but not the least, there is a book coming out. Okay, what's the book called? The Ultimate Guide to Dubai Real Estate. How to identify, navigate, and capitalize on lucrative opportunities. Now, the good thing about this book, number 1, it's by me. That's the good thing. Okay, that's good. Nobody's laughing. I hope you guys are laughing out there. But the table of contents is pretty cool. Okay, it starts with just trying to understand the Dubai real estate market, key factors and strategies for success, perfect time to buy the property, overcoming fears and mistakes, property types and investments, navigating real estate transactions, negotiations, advanced real estate strategies, insights and advice from Fahd Dawood. Get the book. It's actually available on Amazon, and register with us if you'd like to be invited to the book launch. All right, guys, if you want to be invited to the book launch, where potentially you could actually end up picking up a free book, perhaps signed by me. All right. Let me know. If not, then you'll have to order the book online. But we'd love to get you a copy, right? Guys, if there's any more questions coming up, I'm very, very happy to answer any questions right now. I want to thank everybody who's been here this morning. Naj Rahman, Suhail, Summer Groups, Binish, 242, good morning. Good morning. Sorry, I missed that. So a delayed good morning to you. Ankit, Dubai Realtor. Can you please share how you manage your time on a day-to-day basis? Okay, good question. I can. Where is my time block? Naveen Shankar, appreciate your work, Dawood. I am really looking forward to work with you. It would be an honor working with you as a mentor. Okay, great. Please apply, guys. There is something over there. All right, guys, listen. This is something called a time blocking template. Maybe we put it on our website for agents to download for a fee. How much do you guys want to pay for it? $100, $200, $300, $1,000, $10. Okay, I'll tell you how time blocking works, okay, guys? Essentially speaking, time blocking works by you assigning a date for the family or for yourself, and then the rest of the day, you actually manage and block time off, okay? The way I manage my time, you can say there is the pre-prayer, the afternoon prayer time, and there is the after prayer time, okay? I've moved all my meetings to afternoon. I'll share a story with you guys. 8 years ago, I was sitting with a coach of mine and I said, oh my God, it's so challenging. My office used to be in Palm Jumeirah at that time, the office I was working out of. And I used to have sometimes a meeting in, let's say, downtown or Business Bay or Fahd Dubai or whatever. And I was telling my coach that, it's so tiring. Like I've got this, I'm just in the office now at 9 or 8:30 a.m., whatever. And now I've got to go to this meeting in downtown. It's going to take me an hour from Palm Jumeirah to come to Business Bay or downtown, find parking, do the meeting, and then go back to Palm Jumeirah. So essentially speaking, just for a meeting at 11, I would move from the Palm at 10, do the meeting at 11. It'll be Zohar time, afternoon prayer time by 12:30. So I can't just get in a car and start driving, but I would probably stop and pray. And then I would get back to the office by 1:30. So 11 to 1:30, and I'd get into the office by 2, right? So from 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 hours of my day is gone, and now I've just got back very tired. Well, not necessarily very tired, but tired, right? So a very small switch that I made. I moved all my meetings to the afternoon, post 1 p.m., post 2 p.m. So that's what you guys have to do. Like time block and think, right? In the morning, what am I going to do that are productive activities? And then in the afternoon, what am I going to do that are easy, good activities, right? You can sort this out. Sometimes you might do meetings in the morning. You figure it out. You're in charge of your time. Don't let others lead your time so that they don't waste your time, right? Okay. All right, guys, listen, everybody who's joined in, thank you very much. Everybody who's showed love, everybody who's asked questions. Again, don't forget, there is a book launch coming. Can we put like something at the bottom for people to register if they're interested? And then they can get invited to the book launch, so on and so forth. Yeah, it will be in the description. All right, guys. looking to purchase a property, there's a link below if you want to ask me questions so I can answer live over here. I'd love for you to ask me questions as well. I'll be very happy to answer. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. Farhat Okura member, Luck Group, thank you very much. You said thank you. Nazish H joined. Everybody who's joined in, everybody who asked me a question, I appreciate it very much. Thank you so much, guys. From me and the team, we say goodbye now, but keep sending your questions in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to take them up and answer. Ciao for now.